Wednesday. Welcome. This is Deacon Kirby with Whatever Wednesday. See that? That's the Kirby gang sign. No. It's just Whatever Wednesday. 2 W's. See? Whatever Wednesday. Anywho, today's topic for Whatever Wednesday, I want to talk about getting slapped. Getting slapped is not a feeling you want to feel. It really hurts. You don't believe me? Get somebody to slap you and you see how it feels. Matter of fact, I knew somebody so ugly when they was born, the doctor didn't know which end to slap. Let's see. I decided for today, Whatever Wednesday, when I'm talking about getting slapped, I thought about I should give a top 5 list of the top 5 slap in animation. That means in cartoons and movies, you know, mostly I'm going to stick to the cartoon movies. And without further ado, let's get started. Coming in at number 5 for the top slaps in an animated cartoon movie, I'm going to go with Aladdin. In the movie Aladdin, we see that Jafar wants to be Sultan, and he reveals that Aladdin been lying to Jasmine, and he pinches his face and then smacks him across the face, and that is kind of very insulting. I mean, the reason I put Aladdin at number 5 and put Aladdin on this list because what Jafar did, Jafar done took Aladdin's girlfriend, done stripped him almost butt naked, and then sent him all the way to Alaska in the freezing cold. That was not very nice of Jafar. Anywho, coming to number 4. The number 4 worst best slap in animation. I think I give it to A Bug's Life. And the person that got slapped in Bug's Life was Flick. Flick was trying to help his colony out, and he decided to find some warrior bugs that can defeat the grasshoppers. And unbeknown, he had hired circus bugs. Unbeknownst to those circus bugs, they thought they was doing a show. Well, seemingly they called for a secret meeting, BYOB, and they walked out on Flick. And those 2 little tiny bugs, I don't know what they are, termites, whatever they were. No, they wasn't termites. I don't know what those 2 little bugs were, but they gave Flick the ant a double slap. Not 1 slap, but 2 slaps in a row. And I'm like, wow, that's definitely worthy to be on this top 5 list. The only reason why they don't get any higher because it was actually humans, it was actually insects. Who really cares about insects? But that was a tremendous, definite slap. Coming in at number 3 on my list for best animated slaps, I think I would go with a movie called Ratatouille about this rat who wanted to be a famous cook and ends up at Gusteau's restaurant and end up helping Gusteau's son become famous. And what makes this hit the list is because the man inside the movie, Gusteau's son named Linguini, ends up getting slapped by a girl that he was falling in love with at the restaurant. And he was like sleep knocked out because he stayed up all night. Girl didn't know that he was asleep. He had some sunglasses on to hide his eyes. So what ended up happening was she heard him snore. So she smacked him so hard he kind of turned around and fell to the ground. Now, how many people have been smacked so hard that it made you do the hokey pokey and turn yourself about? Anyway, let's go down to number 2 on my list. See, this slap is from the movie Anastasia. And Anastasia slaps this boy that she was falling for and he was falling for her. And reason how this slap came to be, it was so much emotion built into the slap. You heard the tense and the music and everything. That's why I had to put this at number 2. I really want to put it at number 1, but when I tell you what number 1 is, you understand why I let this just be number 2. But this was really pushing me to make it number 1 on my list. But that slap was so hard because she overheard a conversation thinking he was lying to the Grand Duchess. And really, he was actually telling the truth for the first time. For the first time in forever. Anyway, I had a frozen moment. Yeah, but that slap was so hard. Anastasia, who was going under the name Anya at the time, slapped him so hard. I mean, I think I saw ink come off that cartoon's face. I mean, Anastasia slapped Dimitri so hard. She slapped the Technicolor out of him. I mean, I had to finish watching the movie in black and white. Anyway, we're down to number 1 on the list. And number 1, I'm giving it to none other than The Lion King. Number 1 animated slap in history. Why? Because 1, it's just the name, The Lion King. Lion King is a very popular movie. Everybody knows The Lion King. So I have fun that everybody that watches this video knows what I'm talking about. It's at the almost around the end of the movie. Jafar called Sarabi up to the front and said, Sarabi, you know Sarabi was Scar's sister-in-law. He said, well sis, why is there no food? And Sarabi like, because Scar, you done ate all the food, you done gave the high hands, we had no food left. We can't find all this food. You wanna give me some EBT cards so I can go to the store and buy some food? No. So Scar said, well I don't care. You're not looking hard enough. Go out there and get me some food. And Sarabi says, we have no food. So they started talking, whatever. And Sarabi, you know, had a smart comment. She says, the most insulting thing to Scar, said, Mufasa. This would never happen if Mufasa was here, something like that. And Scar took that paw and pin smacked Sarabi across Pride Rock. Said, I'm 10 times the king Mufasa was. How dare you talk to me like that? I'm 10 times the king Mufasa was. Mufasa, I'm better than me. I'm better than Mufasa. Anyway, so that slap sent Sarabi flying across the floor. And I would finish and tell you what happened the rest of the movie, but you already know about the movie. And if you don't, you ought to, I guess you ought to buy the movie and watch it. But anyway, that is the end of my top 5 best animated slaps for the Deacon Kirby Show, whatever Wednesday. I think I bored you long enough. With that being said, say to your neighbor, don't get slapped. Wonderful Savior.